We have been waiting anxiously for months for the color purple to finally be released, especially when we found out that these two powerhouses would be starring in it.
We are talking about the newly Golden Globe nominated actresses. Here they are, Fantasia Barrino Taylor, who plays Celie, and Danielle Brooks, who plays Sophia. Let's take a look.
That man might have done you wrong and brought you to tears and made you believe that you're not strong.
But look, I said look.
We all looking, honey.
Look who's wearing the pants. Yeah, that was hard. That was not easy.
Oh! Bravo, bravo. By the way, watching this, but also watching you all watch it, that was a religious experience for Hoda and me.
What was happening there?
Oh, it's excitement for this moment that we're having, you know?
I think for me, that's one of my favorite parts because Celie goes through so much.
Yeah.
And that's her moment to move, to dance, to stand up on a thing and tap dance, which was hard.
And you learned how to tap dance.
I learned how to tap dance.
You know what?
That's my favorite. I mean...
Go, girl.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I would go home and practice at night, and my mama would say, you should go to bed. Why are you up? And I was like, Ma, this is for Celie.
This is for Celie.
Yeah.
You know what is so striking, Fantasia? First of all, congratulations to both of you on the movie, your Golden Globe nominations, all of it. This was a part you almost turned down, Fantasia. You were that close to saying no thank you.
Yeah.
What was happening and what made you decide to say yes to this role?
Well, I played this role on Broadway years ago. I was so young, and my life was all over the place. When you were talking, you know, my stuff was out there because I've always shared it.
Yes.
And I felt like I was carrying my cross and Celie's cross, and that was an overload for me. Also, in the movie, Blitz, our amazing director, he gives Celie an imagination. She didn't have that on Broadway.
Yeah.
So you don't get to see how she processes through. It's just being told ugly. She's getting beat on. She's taking care of all these kids, and then I'm here, and the audience is excited because you want to see her win. But how did she get there?
Yeah.
And that's what I was very proud that he was showing that because I did that for myself.
What made you say yes?
The imagination, the young girls. I have a daughter who's 22 now, and I just wanted that legacy for them to see that it doesn't matter what you've been through. You can do it.
You know, what else? The other thing that we talked about over there that I just love is when you played this role on Broadway, you were carrying a lot.
Yeah.
You had felt deceived by people you trusted, you loved, and yet you didn't let that fear that you would go back to that place personally take you away from this opportunity.
You know what, guys? I had just started, before Scott Sanders called me, I had just started traumatic therapy. Traumatic therapy is when they go back into your childhood and try to get you to remember things that you've either suppressed or forgotten that's hindering you from your adulthood.
Yeah.
I stopped traumatic therapy with Dr. Anita Phillips, and she's the best. Shout out to her. And I let Celie be my therapist.
Wow.
So I found so much healing this time, and I'm glad that I didn't run.
Danielle, you are such a star of this movie. Not only a Golden Globe, but a Critics' Choice Award nominee. We're very, very proud of you. So what did you, I mean, this show has been through so many different iterations.
Yes.
Tell us what you bring to this.
Oh my gosh, I've had such a journey with this. It all started when I was 15. I got to see The Color Purple for the first time on Broadway, my first show. 10 years later, get to do the revival, get all of this, you know, experience. And here we are in this moment, you know, getting to do this movie, my first studio film. It's been a journey that I could never have dreamed for myself, you know, and getting to have the relationship with Miss Oprah Winfrey and Fantasia and Taraji, and getting to work with Corey, my classmate, and Coleman. It's been just a joy of my career.
I mean, I feel like watching you all over the last couple months has been, I mean, we've talked about this movie because of how beautiful you are together.
Yes.
That sisterhood is something that we look up to. And you play the role that Oprah once.
I know.
Was that
She originated?
Was that so?
Daunting.
Big shoes to fill. I tell you that much. But she held my hand the entire time, and I tell you, and I mean this with all of my heart. I feel like she gave me permission to be the cobbler of my own shoe and create this character and do what I needed to do for this generation while still honoring what she did. Was very important to me. So thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey, for passing that baton.
We're going to take a quick break. Will y'all stay for a little bit?
Yeah, we have
okay,
one
don't
more
go
segment.
anywhere.
We've got much more with Fantasia and Danielle right after this.
We are back with the Golden Globe nominated stars of The Color Purple, Fantasia Barrino Taylor and Danielle Brooks.
Okay, Danielle, we showed a picture or a video of you showing this
to my daughter,
baby,
Freya.
To your Freya.
Oh, look at her.
Tell us what that was like.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
you.
it makes me cry every time because just her getting to say, that's you, that's you, that's you on this big screen in her first movie, you know, wearing a crown. It's just like, I'll never forget it.
Can you imagine what you're teaching her just by being you?
That's what's so exciting. Like, you get to be that example for your children. You know, and it makes you really evaluate everything that you do in life, so that you can pass that on, you know? But now she has this beautiful movie, the beautiful music that's in the movie to always hold on to.
We heard she tried to be an extra.
Oh, my God.
This is all moms understand this.
I tried so hard to get in this movie, and it did not work.
What
She
happened?
was supposed to come to me, and she looked at me like, don't touch me.
She had costume, hair, and
she was ready.
But it was nap time. And in the beginning, she was so like, Fantasia, she loved her. And then
she paused it. By the way, you've been very busy, Miss. Not only are you doing this film, you're back in college. You have gotten your certificate to be a sommelier.
Which is amazing.
That's pretty cool.
That was hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
It is hard.
3 tries.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I wasn't going to give up.
Why do you? Well, tell us about these goals. What are you thinking about or hoping for?
You know, my husband took me to the winery for the first time. I love a good cab. I love a good cab.
Do you like a Pinot Grigio?
But when he took me, I felt like the process and how it's made kind of reminded me of myself. So I fell in love with it.
How so?
The pressing and what it has to go through in order to get into that.
Come on, somebody.
Yes.
That's deep.
I'm serious. I was like, wow, I feel like a nice bottle of wine. I had to go through everything I went through.
Come on,
now
somebody.
I'm bottled up very nice.
Don't she look like...
By the way, you have a nice cab.
Yeah, I was going to say, that dress is screaming cab.
An expensive bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Not cheap.
You know, you have, Fantasia, you have so many people that have helped you out along the way. Patti LaBelle.
Yes.
Tyler
Perry.
What have they meant to you?
Patti LaBelle, for me, in the industry, you don't really meet a lot of people who are nice or who will sit with you and invest in you. And Patti invests in me. She cooks with me. She keeps it real, and I love that. You know, we went through some similar things. I know she's coming out with her movie, and if you're looking for somebody to play it, call me. And then Tyler Perry, when I lost everything, he was the first one to send me a nice big check. I didn't understand it. I didn't know why. Now, after watching his documentary, I get it.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry has been through everything, and as a little boy, he was abused. And I remember he said he escaped to his imagination, like living underneath his porch. He was living out of his car. He knows what life feels like, and he's been spending his time giving back. In addition to the money, he gives you more than that.
More than that. If I text him, I'm like, hey, what are you doing? He'll immediately call. I'm in the mountains, I'm riding. I'm like, I don't want to bother you, but he's there for me, and I have a lot of questions, being that I'm in school now, going for business. I was so young when I won. I didn't know nothing about the business. But this time, I'm going to own it.
You're doing it right. Okay? You're doing it right. Don't you love that? Okay, both of y'all grew up in the Carolinas.
Yes.
Singing in church.
Singing in church.
Yes.
Is there a song that y'all like?
They're trying it.
They're trying it.
Is there a song y'all like?
No, how about one y'all like?
Your favorite that you would
You're
sing
singing with me?
Yeah.
I'll try to follow in there.
Look, I gotta find my key.
We
Soon
tied.
as I stopped worrying how the story ends, I let go and I let God. Let God have His way. That's when things start happening. When I stopped looking at back then, I let go and I let God. Let God have His way.
Oh, wait, y'all can't do this to us.
Love you, girl.
Remember when you said don't make you cry?
We begged you not.
Oh, God.
We love you.
Whoever votes in the Golden Globes, who are the voters on the Golden Globes?
Well,
we
people
don't know.
are going to be voting for these two.
Vote on these incredible women.
Oh, my
We adore y'all.
Thank
Come
you.
back
Thank
over
you,
and over
Fantasia.
again.
Thank you, Danielle.
Okay.
We'll be
back right after this.
Thank you, ladies.
Oh my God, y'all are